Welcome everyone to this exciting interview segment. Today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Clayton James, star of the Hallmark movie His and Hers. Join us as we delve into Clayton's insights into his character and the challenges of filming this movie. Thank you for being here, Clayton.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. Appreciate it.
For me too. So, can you tell us a little bit about your character in His and Hers?
Yeah, so basically, I play a reality television star named Brett, who is got a little bit of an ego to him, but also a very caring, kind of loving guy. He's a little flashy and likes the attention of the outside world and any fame that he can sort of warrant, I guess. So big separation for me having to play it as a character.
Yeah.
It wasn't too hard to act as a what they call, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but a D bag, kind of like that arrogant. Not that I'm like that, but it's not that hard to play sometimes. So.
And what initially attracted you to your role in this movie?
I mean, honestly, I've wanted to work with Lacey Chabert and Brennan for a long time. And when I initially read the sides for it, it was comedy and fun, really well written comedy for Hallmark. And we don't get a lot of comedy in Vancouver as much as we'd like. But I was on So Help Me Todd as well, and that was a lot of fun improv. Skylar and I had a lot of great scenes together, as well as the other casts. To be able to kind of bounce ideas back and forth and then just improv and kind of say what comes naturally. And so with this, I kind of felt like I had a little bit more freedom to play. And Brennan and I we had such fun together with the dynamics of the two of our characters, polar opposites, but connected at the same time. And LL, our director, let me play a little bit as well. And so we had a lot of fun, just character choices and sort of in the moment choices, which I really enjoy. Comedy to me is probably my favorite. So.
Amazing. And what do you think makes this movie so special and captivating?
I mean, the love story between Brennan and Lacey's characters and the story between myself and Stephanie's characters parallels in a lot of ways. And there's a lot of great subtext behind everything. I also think Hallmark is doing a really good job of bringing a little bit more variety to their shows and a little bit more nuances from real life. And so the writing was really great to work with. And yeah, I think it's just going to be a really fun romantic comedy that people are going to enjoy because it's a little bit outside the box for Hallmark from what I kind of feel. And yeah, there's a lot of fun moments between my character and Stephanie's character, and beautiful moments between Brennan and Lacey's characters. And again, it's going to be a really fun film to watch.
Yeah. And what do you hope audiences take away from watching His and Hers?
I mean, I think they're going to have some good laughs. I think that there's a lot of heartfelt story to it, and I think that through love, you can triumph a lot of differences with your significant other, your partners, your friends. And I think that as long as the core values and the love are there, that you can kind of get through things. And it's a trying time for a lot of people in the world, and I know a lot of people are having a hard time getting by. So even if they just take away a couple smiles from it, or if they think it was the silliest movie ever, as long as they kind of, enjoyed it and had fun. But yeah, it's a great little love story as well between all of the characters, and sort of the trials and tribulations of real life and what fame can do to people and that. So yeah, I just hope people I hope people enjoy it and they take away just sort of a couple smiles of Snickers and, it's all I can really ask for.
Yeah, great. And what was it like working with the rest of the cast and crew on set?
Oh my God, Stephanie Bennett, what a diva! No, I'm just kidding. She's I've known Steph for a while now, and we've had the pleasure to work together on a couple films. So we have like fun camaraderie between her and I, like just silly, goofy jokes all the time. She's married to a good friend of mine, and I love them both very much. And yeah, and then I've worked with Dave before and Kat. So it was nice to have that camaraderie with some really great talented actors. And then the first time meeting Lacey, who is an absolute gem, like one of the sweetest people, so down to earth. You can run ideas by her. She just loves to be there. She's such a vibrant energy. And then Brennan, I honestly was so taken aback by his charisma, his set presence, and just how awesome he was as a person to connect with. And him and I went and had dinner, and our lives kind of parallel a little bit. And it was really nice to connect with somebody, as a bit of a mentor, and to see somebody who's been in the business for such a long time and just be such a great human being. I have a lot of great things to say about Brennan, and I feel really connected to him after this film, and we've kept in touch since. And that's all you can ask for sometimes, is that you relate to somebody on set and you take away, the film kind of will live on forever until, the digital age burns or whatever. But, those memories that you can connect with people and make friendships that are long lasting. And even if it's a short connection, it's just a deep connection. So yeah, I got a bit of a man crush on Brennan for sure. He's a great human being, and everybody else, the crew, they busted their butts. I mean, it was a 15-day shoot. Our director LL was amazing. Our producers were amazing. Some of the network people from the Hallmark Network came by. They were all fantastic. It was just a really good, fun, easy shoot, even though it was fast paced.
Amazing. And what can you tease about your character journey?
About my character journey?
Tease.
I don't know, like his journey in the film. I mean, you got to watch it because I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he has a journey. I still think that maybe in the end it was the same to begin with. But I think that just the connection with Brennan, and maybe being put in his place a little bit by Brennan, maybe gave him a little bit of the shock of reality that he's not necessarily God's gift to the world. But I don't know if my character really learned anything. But so.
Okay, great. So the last question about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite scene or moment while filming Is on Earth? If you can say that, if it's not spoiler.
There's so many fun scenes. I don't know. I mean, each one's different because there was one-on-ones with a lot of, Brennan and I. There's a gym scene with Brennan and I where we got to play an improv, and it was just silliness. And Brennan just kept shaking his head at me, and he's like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And yeah, we just had a lot of fun. I think one of the gym scenes is going to be my favorite. Again, I don't want to say too much. There was the radio interview scene, which between Steph and I had a lot of fun with as well. So they're all a lot of fun. Yeah, they're great. I think it's going to honestly be a really great movie. A really good comedy and romantic comedy, and I think people are going to really like it.
Amazing. So, change of a subject. Can you share something about your time in When Calls the Heart?
Yeah, I mean, When Calls the Heart was amazing. I was really sort of upset that the trajectory for my character kind of just vanished. I know that they were going through some writing, changes and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought my character arc was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing the blacksmith, and going on that show and working with all the powerhouses on that show. Kev and Cav and Chris, and everybody on that show was just so fun. Aaron, Kayla. I mean, it's been a while since I've been able to connect with a lot of them, but yeah, it was a fun show. It was a fun family. And I wish that I was more a part of it, but I'm also very thankful that I was a part of it. It's a very amazing show, and it's given a lot of Vancouver actors space and time in front of the camera on that show, and it keeps going. So, good for them. And I know it's a very well received show, and all the Hardys are amazing fans. Great support system for the show and for all of the actors on it. And yeah, everybody on that show they're great. Like, just great humans. And I was a little bit upset to leave the family, but I'm happy to see that they're all still continuing.
Yeah, great. So, what have been some of the most memorable projects you have worked on throughout your career, and why for you?
Her Infidelity, the first project that I shot with Christy Wolf, was probably my most memorable because it was my first lead, and I had not been able to do a lot of that up until that point. It's just starting out, kind of getting my feet wet in the business. And so that was my first opportunity, and I'm really thankful to Krista for her to give me that opportunity. It was a lot of fun to be able to play a bit of a sociopath, psychopath. You find sort of love in all your characters because they're all just trying to get through the day, even if they are crazy and trying to murder people. So that was a lot of fun. And yeah, When Calls was amazing. I think my favorite, aside from His and Hers, obviously. I have so many. It's just so nice to connect with so many people who are passionate about this industry and who are really great to work with and don't have egos and don't have false fronts to pretend that they're somebody else. But so help me Todd. Again, like another opportunity for me from the show creator Scott that just was so passionate about it, and working with Mar and an Oscar winner and Skylar and Maddie and Inga and Tristan and all these amazing talented people, and putting together a show that's never kind of really had that spin, and then just seeing Scott's passion behind it, and again, my character not too far of a stretch from my silly personality and being able to kind of be a goofball and warm-hearted but a bit naive at the same time, and the comedy. And so yeah, that was really upsetting that we didn't get to go for season 3, because Scott had some really amazing ideas for all of the trajectories for the cast and all the great storylines, and it kind of left on a cliffhanger. And I'm really thankful for all the fans and people that reached out after, that watched it and signed the petitions and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, So Help Me Todd is probably definitely up there. But again, they all kind of leave a little bit of, they set in with you a little bit. I shot a film with our director Monica up in Kelowna, and it was a thriller, and her and I connected really well, and she was really great behind the camera and kind of let me do my thing. And then we were just in Saskatchewan filming a Christmas movie, and everybody out there, all the Saskatchewan crew, busted their butts out in minus, what we had, like minus 38. And Tegan Vince and I we've known each other for probably about, I don't know, 20 something years or almost longer than that. And it was great to have that camaraderie and go shoot a film out there with her and freeze our butts off, but make a fun little lovely Christmas movie. So yeah.
Amazing. So at Survival Shows, we are big fans of Christmas rom-coms.
Very good.
What is your all-time favorite? Or Christmas movies, it's okay too.
that I've shot or just all-time Christmas movies?
You choose.
Home Alone, hands down, for Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And then Elf is obviously a big hitter. But all like the Hallmark Christmas movies have been a lot of fun. Like I said, we got a Christmas movie coming out, Tegan Vince and I, hopefully, I believe this Christmas season. And yeah, Christmas on My Mind was a really fun one as well. I know there's so many of them now. Like, it's amazing how many Christmas movies are being pumped out, and then they have Christmas in July and a lot of fan favorites. So, that's a thick pool to choose from. But yeah, there's a lot of great ones out there. I think that I'd have to say one of my favorites is the one that's coming out this Christmas. Which network, I'm not sure. Which platform, I'm not sure. But that Tegan and I shot, that was a lot of fun.
Great. So the last question, can you tease something about your next projects?
A lot of things are up in the air right now. The film industry is tough right now. But again, I have the His and Hers coming out on September 7th on the Hallmark Channel in the US. And then a Christmas movie that's going to come out again. I'm not sure on which platform. And then we've just been collaborating, writing some films and stuff like that with my friend and I. And then looking to get back into class and kind of just exercise that. So yeah, still auditioning, still having fun doing that, but nothing set in stone quite yet. So just back to pounding the pavement and hope for the best. And we'll see what, maybe His and Hers will generate something.
Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to need it.
And all of you, make sure to catch up with the His and Hers on September 7th on Hallmark Channel. And thank you, Clayton, to join us today.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. And thank you all for watching. Bye.
Ciao.